Shit. Get in there. For real. Watch out. Watch out. Let it go. Let it go.
When loyalty turns to betrayal and legends face rising stars, tensions rise. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated boxing icon, now faces one of his toughest challenges. Not in the ring, but personally. Gervonta, Tank Davis, once Mayweather's protege, has become a rival, turning former bonds into a battle over respect, loyalty, and unfinished business. At the center of all this chaos is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the man who helped build his career. Now, he's joined forces with Floyd Mayweather under Mayweather Promotions. What seemed like a simple business move quickly spiraled out of control. A public clash between Floyd and Tank erupted into a heated argument that turned into a full-blown brawl, leaving the boxing world in shock. But this isn't just about pride. It's a high-stakes fight for power, legacy, and control. It all started with a decision that some call business and others call betrayal. Calvin Ford, the coach who guided Gervonta Davis through every step of his journey, made headlines by signing with Mayweather Promotions. For Calvin, it was a strategic move, but for Tank, it felt like a knife in the back. Get ready, because this story is packed with drama, punches, and jaw-dropping twists.
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And, unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like, dang, do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
Why does this cut so deep? Because Calvin Ford isn't just any coach, he's the man who turned Tank into the knockout machine he is today. From the gritty gyms of Baltimore to sold-out arenas, Calvin and Tank were once an unstoppable team. Now, Calvin's choice to side with Floyd has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, creating tension and consequences no one expected.
A father figure to him, you're training him all the time, you know him, both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank has never hidden his strained relationship with Floyd, openly accusing him of being controlling and minimizing his growth as a fighter. So when Calvin joined Floyd's camp, it felt like the ultimate betrayal. And Tank wasn't about to stay silent.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 feet in and 1 feet out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left. And, unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like, dang, do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
The clash between Floyd and Tank erupted at a charity event in Las Vegas. What was meant to be a peaceful gathering quickly turned into a chaotic spectacle, capturing everyone's attention. At the charity event in Las Vegas, Tank publicly confronted Floyd over bringing Calvin Ford onto his team. In front of cameras, Davis reportedly shouted, "You took the one person who had my back. You can't stand to see me win without you." Never one to back down, Floyd fired back. "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you this platform. You think Calvin's going to help you beat me? Keep dreaming." The argument quickly escalated, both men shouting as the crowd watched in shock. Tank accused Floyd of sabotaging his career out of jealousy, while Floyd insisted Tank was ungrateful for everything he had done, a claim he's never shied away from.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go.
It didn't take long for the heated argument to turn into a full-blown fistfight. Things escalated when Tank shoved Floyd, and chaos erupted. Members from both camps rushed in to intervene, but punches started flying. Video footage shows Tank throwing a punch at one of Floyd's team members, while Floyd was held back by security, trying to get involved. What began as a war of words quickly became an all-out brawl, leaving the boxing world stunned.
Motherfucker! Bitch! I'ma kill that motherfucker! When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker! You crazy? I know the fuck these niggas playing with. I don't play your motherfucking case. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker!
Calvin Ford, who was at the event, tried to calm things down but became a target of Tank's anger. "You're a sellout!" Tank shouted at his former coach. The brawl continued for several chaotic minutes before security finally separated everyone. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but the damage was done. Their reputations took a hit, and the cracks in their already strained relationships only grew deeper.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it. Mentally, you know what I'm saying?
After the fight, Tank went on Instagram Live to address his fans and didn't hold back. He said Floyd has always been about control and can't handle that he's doing his own thing. Tank also said the drama is distracting him from his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach. He should be focusing on his next match, but is stuck dealing with this mess. He made it clear that people are trying to break him, but he's built to handle it. This feud goes beyond personal issues. It's a clash of mindsets. Floyd represents the old-school approach, a calculated businessman controlling every part of his empire, while Tank stands for a new generation of fighters who value independence and staying true to themselves.
Oh, that what Floyd do? He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
But as the dust settles, one big question remains. What does this mean for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now siding with Floyd, Tank faces a new kind of pressure. He's not only preparing to fight Lamont Roach but also battling the narrative that he can't succeed without his old team. And Lamont Roach is no pushover. This fight is serious, with a lot at stake. Gervonta Davis is known for his knockout power. His undefeated record and high number of stoppages speak for themselves. Who could forget the brutal body shot that floored Ryan Garcia? Tank doesn't just win fights. He makes statements every time he steps into the ring.
Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
and he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
That's what makes this fight so compelling. Tank enters as the heavy favorite, but this isn't just about another win. It's about proving he's still on top and that no one in the division can challenge him. With that comes immense pressure. All eyes are on Tank, and it's on him to uphold his reputation and show he doesn't need anyone to succeed. Lamont Roach might not have Tank's one-punch knockout power, but he makes up for it with technical skill. He's a sharp counterpuncher with excellent footwork and knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style closely, and during their face-off, he made it clear he's not stepping into the ring to become another highlight on Davis's record. He's coming to win.
In the ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to pin humility. The back hole. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep in the pelican as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feed. I'm killing it. Cause even if I gotta end up needing a pelican, even ketamine.
With Calvin Ford no longer in his corner, it will be interesting to see how Tank adapts under his new coach, Derek James. What makes it even more intriguing is that James isn't new to Tank's style. He trained Frank Martin, one of Tank's recent opponents. This means James has already studied Tank, but now the roles have flipped. Instead of trying to beat him, he's been brought in to prepare him for his next fight. This twist adds another layer of strategy and unpredictability to Tank's upcoming matchup.
Y'all gotta watch these guys,
Right,
man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So
Okay.
you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis, right?
Yeah, the same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they sparred before the same way, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, would be probably.
Switching from Calvin Ford to Derek James raises a big question. Is this an upgrade or a downgrade for Tank? Only time will tell. For Calvin Ford, joining Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a major opportunity to work with one of boxing's greatest minds. On the other, it's come at the cost of his relationship with Tank. It's a dramatic shift from when Ford stood by Tank and openly criticized Floyd to now being part of Floyd's team. The dynamics have completely changed, and the impact on everyone involved is still unfolding.
The man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we're seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story's going to reveal itself, you know. But again, That's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, 'cause they can't stand it. You know, calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
Why would Calvin Ford, long loyal to Tank, suddenly switch sides? Ford has remained mostly silent about his decision, but insiders say he sees it as a rare chance to advance his career. Working with Mayweather Promotions gives him access to bigger platforms, resources, and connections, an opportunity to take his coaching career to the next level. Still, the move raises questions about loyalty and ambition, leaving many to wonder if the career boost was worth sacrificing his bond with Tank.
When Floyd was Fighter of the Year, his dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Floyd's empire is massive, and joining Mayweather Promotions gives Calvin Ford the chance to work with more fighters, gain greater exposure, and secure bigger fights than ever before. This move could elevate his career, but it also puts his bond with Tank at risk.
His lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
But this move isn't just about advancing his career. Rumor has it that Ford may be feeling some resentment toward Tank, especially after all the recent chaos. From legal issues to court appearances and Tank's personal life making headlines, Ford may have decided it was time to step away.
What about you got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, man.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say...
Joining Mayweather Promotions might be Ford's way of moving forward with a more stable and professional team, something Tank hasn't always provided. This move could give Ford the consistency and structure he's been seeking in his career.
On boxing, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You're worried about your living conditions.
So how is Tank handling all this? Not well, and that's no surprise. Sources close to him say he feels completely betrayed, seeing Ford's move as choosing Floyd over him. Rumors had already circulated that Ford was secretly sharing Tank's training tips with Floyd, and this official signing feels like a direct slap in the face. For Tank, it's more than just business, it's personal.
When you hear that name, what does it mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then
As the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis escalates, one thing is clear: the boxing world hasn't seen drama like this. What began as a professional disagreement has turned into an all-out war, with careers and legacies at stake. But what really caused the fallout between Tank and Floyd? Once inseparable, what went wrong? Reports suggest Floyd crossed serious lines. He allegedly hired people to confront Tank during solo runs, targeting him when he was most vulnerable. It didn't stop there. Floyd reportedly spied on Tank and even tipped off his former opponent, Frank Martin, about his whereabouts. Having trained Tank for years, Floyd knew all his strategies and reportedly shared them with Martin. For Tank, this felt like the ultimate betrayal, and he's not taking it lightly.
he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll picture him bad.
But here's the real shocker. Tank dropped a bombshell that shook everything up. Floyd Mayweather is a boxing legend, yes, but he's also fiercely protective of his family, especially his daughter, Yaya Mayweather. Yaya has already been in the spotlight for her turbulent relationship with rapper NBA YoungBoy, and now even more drama is unfolding, and it's juicy.
Last night was fun though. Yeah. We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said,
Enter Gervonta, Tank Davis, Floyd's star protege known for his dominance in the ring. Lately, though, Tank has been making headlines for more than just knockouts. Rumor has it he was secretly involved with Yaya Mayweather, Floyd's daughter, and the shocking detail was revealed by none other than Ryan Garcia.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our future uploads. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next video.